All right, welcome back to creating a FiveM framework. This video, long awaited by a lot of people. Sorry for the delay. Stuff is still going to change, obviously, but I wanted to go through the major changes that is happening with this framework. So, first off, I am switching it to a more export-based framework, which soon you will be able to. We're going to get a new website, but right now, if you go to tensin.com and you click FiveM, it shows some client events. These are not really updated. We're gonna get a new website, and then that's gonna be posted as well. But basically, almost all these events, or not all the events, most of the events have changed to an export based, which is going to be a lot easier for customization later down the road for everyone who wants to customize their own framework. So I'm going to go through the changes, really. We could start off in CL admin, which I'm just going to open in Visual Studio Code. So this one, we used to have it all function based. So there's function to save chords. Now it's just exports. So you can call these exports and you could trigger these exports with basically everything. So we got bring player exports, teleport to waypoint, and all that. It's just it's very easy to call these things, and this is like the whole purpose of creating it as export based. It's just a lot easier to call. You know exactly where it is. And that's just the admin part of it. So we can go into what is this? We can go into character, and you'll see a couple changes off the bat here. So we'll go through. We just shortened up cams. We're just putting them on one line now. So we're making the code a little more readable here. And then we have a couple exports with verified name. I believe this does work now. I had problems with this, but I believe it does work now. And the whole purpose of this was so we're going to use this for businesses as well. So we're going to have verified name for businesses. So there's going to be another part to this if it's their actual name or business name, and then it's going to go through the same verifying process just so people aren't stupid and use dumb names. It's pretty simple stuff. And that's basically it for the client side character. So we're going to go into server side character, and if you're following along, it's sort of hard to follow along because there is so many changes that actually happened, but we'll get to all of them. We'll slow it down. I am going to be starting to stream more on Twitch as well. The framework process, so you can catch those early. Link will be in the description. I'm hoping I will be streaming on that every single Sunday, working on the framework. Not sure what time. Just keep an eye out in my Discord. Join the Discord down below as well, and we will run it through there as well. So on the server side, we did a couple things here. What did we do here? This didn't really change anything. Have the local ID. I think we had an error here. We fixed the error. It wasn't really that big of a deal. We deleted a couple lines, making it easier to read. What is this right here? We'll do. Oh, okay. I got word wrap on. That's why. I got word wrap. That makes a lot more sense now. Okay. So we'll go down. So we have our exports for change getting the character, it looks like. No, we just moved this down. We just moved it down. That's all. Just let me full screen this real quick. Yeah, we just deleted some spaces. Not really much changed in server side. We just commented some things out. Oh yes, we had the error where this wasn't actually deleting from everything, so we just removed it, and we'll delete from players. Eventually, this whole server event of delete from characters, we're just gonna have everything, and then it's just gonna delete everything from there, unless I can get the star working. But for right now, that's how it's gonna be. The next variation of this update will also not include Maddie because, like a lot of people said, I believe it's MySQL or something. A lot of people have been using that's like the most updated one. So I'm probably gonna just update that and get that all set up so that it's easier to port a lot of things for some people. They don't really have to worry about changing anything SQL related. Make it a lot easier for you. So then we'll go into our core. So we removed the comment out section of the export, and we have the export, so there's no reason to even have this anymore. We deleted a line up here and just moved everything up a little bit. And then we have our admin side. So I'll show this on Visual Studio, make it a little easier for you guys. This used to be a register event for updating the user group. Now it's just an export. So similar to this, you're just going to export the base, and then it's just going to be update group with the group. Once again, very simple, very simple. What did I do here? Nothing. Okay. So we'll close out of that. So a lot of export changes. This is all the update really is. We changed it from basically being a generic framework to exports. That's basically it. So client side, we have a couple changes here. Once again, more exports here. So we'll go through these here. So now we have a delete vehicle export. Pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. We could have always used, I mean, technically we could just make this an MP function and then call it. But sometimes it's just easier to use export. Plus, when we have all these laid out, we'll see what works best and we could change it and edit it through that. So we'll scroll down a little bit. So we got the delete vehicle, and then we have the similar thing with exporting a get vehicle in direction. And we just have everything commented out right now because there was no really need for it. So a couple other things. We got a draw 3D text as the export. I believe this wasn't in there last time. Let's see. No, it might have been. It might have been. Okay, it definitely was. And then we just moved our delete object, which I believe we're going to move these all into one function as well, the delete object and delete vehicle. It's just going to tell if it's a vehicle or object and then just delete it. Make it way easier for everyone. So now server events, nothing really changed here that much. Just changed this to use an export, which it's MP base. So I got to change that. And it's just updating your user group. That's all that is. In our player, we removed the add bank function because it was just didn't really make sense when we have give bank. Give bank and add bank did the same exact thing, so we just completely removed that. And then the shared file, we also added the band names, which this is going to be updated. Just don't really want to include it in the video, as some of the names, typing them, not the best look. I do also want to talk about what's happening when GTA 6 comes out. So GTA 6, I believe, now has a release year. So if we go to this, man, I ain't disabling my ad blocker. What is this? We'll go on a different website. Yeah, it's saying 2025. So this is end of 2024, early 2025. What's going to happen with this framework? Hopefully, like every other framework, like QB and everything like that, people update it, and I will update it. So we could look at FiveM. What is it? Forms? No, natives. So FiveM natives. This will eventually have native references for GTA 6, similar to what they did with this RDR2 natives. FiveM. Similar to this. Dead Redemption 2. FiveM. Yeah, Redem. So Red M natives. So similar to Red Dead Redemption. I'm pretty sure they're just going to update their thing with all the natives that they use. They should be very similar. So although they will change. So you'll see a lot of things start in this framework where if you go through, you'll have natives such as we'll be using the actual code. So we'll be using these instead, as they'll end up changing the name and then they won't work. But the plan is when GTA 6 releases and then FiveM gets their thing updated, the framework will begin once again right there, and we'll get it updated to GTA 6. With how long it's going to take, like I said, I'm hoping to be streaming every Sunday, to every other Sunday, bit by bit on the framework. Just keep working on it and getting everything in and running. So when that releases, same thing, same videos, same everything. All the links will be in the description. So my Twitch, my Discord. Remember to join the Discord. Keep an eye out for everything. I post the videos. My streams go live there. Everything like that. But I will see you guys on the next.